Hi guys, today our lesson is going to be about clownfish. A couple interesting facts about clownfish are that they live in really warm waters, parts of the Pacific Ocean, and many of them live in Australia's Great Barrier Reef. They have a very interesting relationship with the sea anemones. Sea anemones are like jellyfish. They'll sting most animals, but somehow the clownfish have learned to adapt and they live symbiotically. They help each other. So it's kind of a neat relationship, and we're going to demonstrate that in our project today. First thing we're going to do is draw our clownfish. I would like you to take a piece of orange paper on top of a piece of white paper. Make sure they're lined up. And we're going to draw the outline of our clownfish. So the first thing we're going to do is draw his little mouth. Then the next stripe. Do the fin. This other fin. And finally his tail. So we layered an orange piece of paper over a white piece of paper, and now we're going to cut it out. So we've cut out our pieces, and now is a little bit of the tricky part because we have to decide where does the orange go and where does the white go, because we want to make sure that we have that great pattern that the clownfish have, which is the orange and the white. And I would like you to leave a black space in between each one of these parts. Here's his big fin. Another one of his stripes. And we're just doing orange, white, orange, white. Okay, here we have our clownfish. So you're going to glue those down. Make sure you have them spaced out in a way that you like. So I'm not going to take the time to glue it down, but you would glue it down. And next, I think we ought to add his friend, the anemone. We'll just take a pink piece of paper, and you can just even freehand cut this out. They have a lot of really long kind of fingers that come up and twist and curve. I'm going to have those coming up off the bottom. And you would do these, let's see, we got these a little messed up. You're going to have it so that the clownfish is swimming in between the anemone. And let me show you a more completed project so you can see what it's going to look like once you have it all glued down. The idea of this project is that less is more. A lot of time when we work on our artwork, we talk about adding a lot of details, and that's definitely one way to do it. But this is another way where you have just the very basic shapes and colors to get the point across. A lot of times it's nice to let the viewer kind of fill in some of the information themselves. And that's a lot of the way that abstract art works. They simplify it and simplify it down to the point where it's no longer something you recognize. It's just shapes and lines and colors. And this isn't quite abstract, but we're moving in that direction. And I think it's a nice change to have something very simplified, but that still very clearly gets the point across that this is our clownfish swimming through the anemone. So I hope you like this project, as long as you remember to do the pattern. And when you're adding the anemone, you make sure that we have overlapping, which we talk about, so that some are in front of the fish and some are behind the fish. You'll see that it's a really beautiful project. I can't wait to see how yours turns out. So please send them to my website, and I hope you had fun doing this project. I really did.